And into the north we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your favorite podcast, Into the North. As always, I'm Don the Jeweler, and out there in the WPG, he could hit you with a kick that'll flip you like a Tetris brick. It's Corey Chantastic. What's up, brother?
What's going on, homie? How you been?
Excellent, excellent. We just got done with part one of our NFL preview with our boy Cundo. We're going into part two. It's the AFC this time, and let's not waste any time.
Let's go. Let's go.
We are back with the second part of this two-part extravaganza, our NFL preview. And like I opened the first one, let's just say how historic it is that we have the man, the myth, the legend, the barbershop banter specialist, and our dear lifelong friend Cundo in the house. Make some noise for fucking Cundo. Welcome into the North.
Welcome, buddy. Good to have you again.
Yeah.
Glad
you stuck around for part two.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If part one was any indication, we got some fireworks lined up for this one.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah. Kundo, what do you got over there? You got beers or you got rum or what's up? You're a rum guy. Kundo's definitely a rum guy.
He's drinking Stellas, bro.
Stellas.
He's been drinking Stellas since I've been coming back home the last couple of years, bro. Shout out to you, Combe. Shout out to you, Combe.
Yeah. Shout out to Combe.
Oh yeah.
Lifelong friends, man. Look at this. And now we're here recording a second part of an epic two-part NFL preview. And like, this is a great way. Like, we're like, okay, you know what? Let's get Kuno on an episode, see what he's got, break him in a little bit and see how the dynamic works. We're about to do 3 hours worth of content.
I gotta tell you, you know what?
Tell ya.
Was that there?
AFC, I gotta say something. AFC is gonna be very different.
Yeah. So the AFC is going to be a barrel of monkeys because there is so much going on this side. I think this is where the best ball is going to be played this year. Yeah. And if you watch the first part, you know pretty much how we're going to do the second part. So you boys ready to get right into it?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right. Let's start in the AFC South.
Okay.
All right. Let's start in the AFC South. Because the AFC West is going to take up like 40 minutes of this conversation. So let's start in the AFC South.
Easily.
Much like when we started in the NFC South, it's Tennessee's division to lose, right? Jacksonville is still shaky as all hell.
Yeah.
Maybe Indy. No. I think I got some thoughts about Indy. And then Houston. Houston's a whole other thing, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Tennessee drafted the future, basically. They drafted Malik Willis out of Liberty, and this guy looks like he is the prototypical quarterback of now, and I think they're going to be able to do great things with him. I think Tannehill's job is on the line, and I think a healthy Henry. They lost A.J. Brown, but I think they drafted receiver.
Yep.
I don't know. Does this team fall off enough to not still be at the top of the mountain?
I believe they're going to be competitive this year. Mm-hmm. I do. How much so, though? I don't know. I mean, it definitely worth paying attention to, I believe, though. I think they'll be exciting to watch, mm-hmm. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure on the confidence in that team right now. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a lot new, right? There's a lot new there. So
I mean,
it all depends on how they jump.
They lost their best They lost their best player last year at running back for most of the season, Derrick Henry, and still managed to pull off the 1 seed. So
that is true.
There's quality in this team. There's ability to win games in this team.
What's that say about the division, though?
Well, that's we'll get to that.
Derek,
do you have any thoughts on the Tennessee Titans?
Come on.
Because that division is very, very, very bad.
To me, it's almost anyone's fucking ball in that court, bro.
What do you think, Cundo?
You guys really don't want to know what I think.
Well, what's the fucking point of us doing this then? It's 12:15 here in Montreal. Let's just go to bed if we don't want to hear what you think.
Listen. Really, you know what? I believe in these Texans. And I'm going to tell you why.
Why? Let's hear it. This is what we want to know.
Their defense. They have a defense, and they know how to win. Is their quarterback a Drew Brees? Is their quarterback Peyton Manning? No, it's not.
No.
And that's why they're going to win, because they have nothing to lose. They have Brandon Cooks as receiver, one of the elite receiver.
He's
and
good.
You know what?
He is such a weird story, man. He's like, this guy's excellent, and everybody wants him, but they never want him to stick around.
Yeah.
And you know what? Man?
He's like the Eric Bledsoe of football.
And we talk about offense all the time, and the Titans just lost their linebacker.
I know, Cundo. I feel like you talk about defense every time, but anyway.
Out for the year. That's a huge loss for the Titans. At the end of the day, you still need to win on both sides of the ball.
You mentioned it earlier. A.J. Brown also left the team.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the Titans are not the same team as, yes, they still have Henry in the backfield. They got Tanner Hill. They got a team. But I still think the Texans have nothing to lose. And that's why they're going to win. Because it's a weak division.
It is, though.
Aren't there expectations, though? You were the 1 seed last year. You lost A.J. Brown, sure, but the division's still objectively bad. This is the only team that kind of has their shit together.
And the Texans went 3-0 in preseason.
Yep.
Beat the 49ers last game, by the way. Smashed them.
And they're going to go a perfect 3-17.
Again, it's preseason, bro. Preseason.
I totally agree with you, too. But at the end of the day, they still play their starting quarterback the first quarter or whatever it is, and they won the football game. And the defense looked good. You're right, though. In the preseason.
They sacked Joe Burrow something like 9 times. It set a record for playoff sacks, and they still lost that game, though.
Yeah.
Listen, like I said, it's the Jaguars, it's the Colts, it's the Texans, and it's Tennessee.
Do you guys
there's nothing really going on in that division. Let's be honest here, okay? So if I'm going to take an underdog, Texans are going to hold up in that division, followed by the Colts.
I think the Jaguars are going to surprise people. I really do.
Yeah, I think the Jaguars are going to be a lot better.
I think they're going to surprise a lot of people in that div, man. I'm telling you right now. I really do. Yeah, I really do.
I think Houston's going to be absolutely dog shit. I don't think they're going to be very good at all. I think we're not giving credit to Indianapolis adding a guy like Matt Ryan, former MVP.
Time's over.
Maybe, but he's got young receivers. He's got an excellent running back that you could throw to. That line's solid.
Time's over.
No,
time's over.
His time's over, but you don't think that they'll be at least better than Houston and Jacksonville?
I think Jacksonville's going to
maybe
surprise
able to
a lot
take
of teams,
one at
dude.
home against Tennessee and then compete in the division.
Grant just sold me on that. You know what? Colts are winning the division. Texans are going to take the wild card.
You think Tennessee's going to be that bad?
Tennessee just lost their fucking middle linebacker. Their middle linebacker. You have no idea how big that is on a team. Their leader. That's the guy that calls the plays on the field. That's the guy that you. It's like losing a Sidney Crosby on a hockey team. You just lost. It's like losing a quarterback on defense.
Yeah.
They just lost him for the year.
You literally lost your leader on defense, man. So
you can't take that. You can't just take that guy out and be like, okay, our team's good now. Like, no. Like, you gotta replace that guy. That's huge.
Fair enough.
I don't know, man. I just feel like Jacksonville's
I'm not saying this guy is the team, but I'm just saying that it's a big.
So
you literally think every other team after that is just straight dog shit? There's no chance.
Wait.
Doug Peterson coaching Jacksonville is going to make a solid difference.
I think Jacksonville stands a chance. I really do.
On that note, I want to say that the Giants released Martinez, which was our linebacker.
Yeah.
He was with the Packers.
Yep.
Got injured. Was with the Giants, and I think because Titans just lost their linebacker, he might go to Tennessee.
And he's a solid pickup for them too, man. That would be a good way to go for them. It really would.
And Coach Mike
He's
Vrabel
gonna-
is going to have this team ready regardless of who's playing. Who knows? Maybe the kid stepping in is going to be solid. Like,
Henry's gonna have to carry that team on his
Yeah.
shoulders, literally.
do you think he's got another 2,000-yard year in him? I don't think
Good
so.
possibility.
I think that
Good
I
possibility.
don't
You
know
don't
how
think so,
good
Cundo?
I don't know how good that
He's
foot,
a
that
year
foot
old.
is.
He's a
I
year
don't know how
older,
good the
man.
foot's going to
He's a
be.
year old. He's a year older. He's gonna. He's still a beast, but I mean, he just doesn't have that mileage that he did 5 years ago. Let's just say.
You wouldn't
Even
say
Messi
that.
did.
Yeah, no, but people were thinking about that about Gore all day long, man. And that motherfucker played ball forever, and he was a monster the whole time.
Yeah, but he also had a decent team.
Not always.
Can we make a rule in this podcast? Don't ever compare Frank Gore to Derrick Henry ever again.
Fair enough. I was just talking age-wise, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, my
No,
bad.
no, Derrick Henry's still a kid. He's only been in the league like 6 years.
But
5
I know,
years. He's like
but I'm
maybe
just trying to
28.
say, like, you know,
His running back career is like old age.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
he's like
because he
70.
gets 900 carries a season.
Yeah, that's my point.
You want to talk about
His
he's
work
the
mileage
rates?
is very-
guy. Like Derek, I don't think this. I don't think he's slowing down anytime soon, bro. I really don't, dude.
Most powerful running back since Adrian.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he has a very
Mike
he
Allstott?
has
Mike
Jim
Allstott?
Brown power with like an Adrian Peterson breakaway ability.
What about
Oh.
Mike Allstott?
Mike Allstott was a fullback.
But he was powerful as hell.
Yeah, but
Brandon-
that's not.
Brandon-
Well, who?
Brandon Jacobs?
I think Derrick Henry's head, shoulders, and ball sack above these guys. Like these are guys that, yes, they had power and like strength, but like Derrick Henry is like, he has the grace of an Adrian Peterson with the power of a Jim Brown. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We've never seen a guy this big who's this agile and this quick and breakaway speed.
Never.
Now, is that
Never.
is that sustainable, and can he keep it going? I don't know, but he
Jerome
has the
Bettis?
skill set to be something special.
Jerome Bettis?
Jerome Bettis wasn't that good a
no,
running back.
not this guy. Not this.
Jerome
Not like
Bettis
this
wasn't
guy.
that
Dude.
good a running back. He was solid.
No, he
but-
wasn't. He wasn't. He had a solid fucking line. He had a solid line to get them those holes.
He was a good running back, but I mean, Derrick Henry's a different species.
Actually,
He's a monster. Like, this guy's
We
amazing.
have a guy that played 2 years ago that's actually just like that to the like
Who's that?
Who?
Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch? No, Derrick Henry's better than Marshawn Lynch.
You're talking about a power back. Marshawn Lynch is a power
He's a
back.
combination of just monstrous power with the ability to hit a hole and breakaway speed. It's like, imagine if, how can I even say this?
I'm thinking Marshawn Lynch.
Imagine if Walter Payton had the size of a guy like Ray Lewis. You know what I mean? Like, it's terrifying.
What about
He's a
like
monster.
what about like
Guess how
Actually,
many
no,
touchdowns
I'm sure
Marshawn
Derrick Henry is way bigger than Ray Lewis.
Guess how many touchdowns Marshawn Lynch had in his career? 85.
Okay.
what about
80
Barry
more
Sanders?
touchdowns. He's over 10,000 yards rushing.
What
I'm
about
sure.
Barry Sanders though? Barry Sanders has got to be one of the greatest ever.
But Barry
No,
Sanders,
but-
yeah. But that's not.
Like
Marshawn Lynch had over 10,000 yards rushing, 85 touchdowns.
And what does Derrick Henry have?
I'm gonna check right this second right now for you. Just for you.
But Barry Sanders, man, that motherfucker's had mad yards, mad touchdowns,
Sure.
mad
And he
everything.
also has the most tackles for loss in the history of the NFL.
Does he?
Of
Okay, so
course.
Derrick Henry has
That's why.
I
that's-
can't-
that's
the
why
team he
Barry
played
Sanders-
for, though.
Hold on. That's why Barry Sanders' highlight reel is so great, because he breaks 5 tackles in the backfield because no one ever blocked
Fair
for
enough.
him.
The
His
team
team
he
was
played
so
for at
bad.
that time. Yes, the team he
Yeah.
played for at that time.
Barry
Yes,
Sanders is
yes, I get
amazing.
it.
He's objectively, he's probably the top 3 running backs ever to play the game.
so Derrick Henry
Right?
has
Right?
Derrick Henry only has 6,800 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Still young,
6,000.
though.
Yeah. So
21 of
Yeah,
them in
so
one
60
season.
and 65 touchdowns. So he's 20 touchdowns away from Lynch, which
Mhm.
I wonder if he's even going to do that because
I think so. Why not?
His because of his mileage, dude. He's not a little kid anymore. He's not going to put up 10 touchdowns a year, especially with the team that he's playing for. Like, he's not-
I don't know, man.
Like,
I don't
I'm
know,
just
dude.
saying, if they're relying him,
That team will get down to that 5 to 10 yard line a lot this season, I think, and he'll be the guy they hand it off to.
Likely,
I'm almost sure of it.
but he's probably going to get the ball 8 times during that drive too to get him down there. And Kundo's making a good point about mileage. Mileage adds up.
He's not a young chick anymore. And like I said, Lynch had over 10,000 yards rushing. He had 85 touchdowns. Like that's nothing to mess around.
He also played on
beast mode.
Exactly, beast mode.
Fuck.
He was also on an excellent team though.
He has a
do you know how many fucking star running backs we've seen in the last 10 to 15 years around the NFL? Like absolute Hall of Fame stud running backs?
In what?
A lot.
In what?
In the last 10 to 15 years. There's been at least a good 10.
10?
At least I would say maybe at least 10.
I can name 5.
Adrian Peterson,
Shoot.
Marshawn Lynch, maybe.
Maybe.
Marshall Falk.
Henry, likely.
Falk, yeah. Henry.
Falk
yeah.
hasn't played in the last 10 years.
15. I said 10, 15. Sorry.
Even 15 years ago. I think Falk was retired by 2008.
Someone, please fucking look it up. Top fucking running backs in the last 10 years. Please, someone look that shit up.
In the last 10 years, the best running back is likely to be guys like...
Elliott?
Well, Kamara.
Had a good season.
Kamara.
But Kamara's got a lot of receiving yards.
He's got a lot of rushing yards too.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's elite, dude. He's elite. Point for now.
Yeah, but is Alvin Kamara going to the Hall of Fame? I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if I'm giving it enough thought. I don't know if I'm putting enough, effort into breaking down his career. But you're talking about Hall of Fame running backs that played the last 10 years. Adrian Peterson. When did LaDainian retire?
In 5 years of playing, he already has 50 touchdowns.
Who? Kamara?
Yeah. 5 years playing.
Shit, that's.
He has only rushing yards. Only rushing yards. He has 4,300 yards. Only rushing.
Really good.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame.
Really,
Hall
really
of Fame. Those are Hall of Fame numbers right there, boys.
Okay. So Alvin Kamara, Marshawn Lynch, Adrian Peterson.
Bell would have been.
Who?
Bell would have been.
Yeah, well. To bring back the joke I made in the first one, if I had wheels, I'd be a wagon. But I don't. Le'Veon Bell. Cool, but You know what I mean?
Just
Le'Veon Bell. I don't know. We say could have, but they actually have to show up every day, right? You got to show up to film. You got to show up to practice. You got to lift your weights. Who's that?
Darren Sproles.
Darren Sproles.
Yeah, I give you that.
Hall of Fame?
Why not? His numbers are probably solid, dude.
Let's put Muggsy
have you
Bogues
not
in
watched
too.
this boy play? Are you too busy just watching?
LaShawn McCoy has a better fucking
McCoy too. Yeah, I give
Darren
McCoy.
Sproles
I give
does.
McCoy though. I give McCoy.
Well, he had 50. He ended his career with 55 touchdowns. He had about 8,000 yards.
Darren Sproles?
Yeah.
Huh.
Dude, the man ran like a fucking monster, bro.
LaDainian Tomlinson?
Oh, for sure.
He's been retired in the last 10 years.
Not 10 years.
Close to.
Not
to.
10 years. No.
He last played with the Jets when they were good with Sanchez. That's a long time ago.
The Jets, yeah, that wasn't 10 years ago, was it?
Damn near.
Fuck.
The Jets.
Wild.
The
That
Jets
man to me. One of the unlucky.
He returned in 2011.
All right.
years.
Fair enough. 11 years.
He had fucking 14,000 yards.
The man's a beast, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No one's
Hall of Famer.
Hold on. No one's doubting the pedigree of LaDainian Tomlinson here. That is not what we do on Into the North.
Guess how many touchdowns? Just take a guess, both of you guys.
77.
I was gonna say 80.
No, you know what?
More.
No.
Go more.
112.
More.
No.
145.
Exactly.
Really?
Shut the fuck up,
No
man.
way.
145.
Yes.
145 touchdowns.
Beast, bro.
Yeah. LaDainian Tomlinson deserves to be in the best running back of all time conversation.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
There's no
Absolutely.
romance like with with Walter Payton or Jim Brown or these
No.
types of guys, but like LaDainian was the shit. LaDainian
Dude,
was so good.
one of the
He was
most
so good.
exciting him and Adrian Peterson were probably two of the most exciting backs that I've watched in my time.
Mhm.
Like
You know who
literally.
my favorite one? Who was my favorite back growing up?
Ah,
Terrell Davis. I
I'll give you
loved when he
that.
went when
Yeah,
he
but he
took his
didn't have a
touchdown
career.
in Denver and he did the swing in the end zone with Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
2,000
Don't get
yard
me wrong.
seasons.
Don't get
He
me
won
wrong.
the MVP. Fantastic.
Gore. This is a guy. This is a guy who in university fucked up both his knees
Mm-hmm.
and still made it to the NFL and dominated it.
Yeah.
Dominated.
Now, what does that mean in the AFC South this season?
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yeah, no doubt.
It's all good.
Okay. So who do you think, Crevier? Who
Tennessee.
do you think
Tennessee.
really, eh?
Yeah,
You're
Tennessee
going with
takes
Tennessee?
the division. Kundo, you think so?
No, definitely not.
Indianapolis.
They're done. Unless they fix that linebacker position, they're done. I'm gonna give it to the Colts. I'm gonna give it to the Colts.
I'm gonna go with Indy too.
I don't know, man, because I do believe in Tennessee, but I understand where you're coming from, Kundo, with that linebacker situation. I just feel like they have a lot more. I feel like Tennessee's got a lot more besides just that one guy who's hurt right now. A lot more to offer than the Colts do. I really do. I think Tennessee's going to do it, man. I really do.
Well, they have
With
the
or
greatest
without
running
that
back
guy.
of all time, so we'll see.
Wow.
Who's taking the wild card in that?
All right.
Who's taking the wild card?
I don't know. I don't think anybody. Maybe.
I
don't
do.
know. We're gonna get to that at the end.
All right.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Moving on to the AFC West.
Oh, you want to go to the West? Okay.
Absolutely. We're going straight into the AFC West.
Ooh.
This is the best division in football.
To me, it's the toughest division out of any div in this league right now.
The four best quarterbacks in the league are in that division.
Yep. As of right now, right now, yep. We'll see though, because I do believe Fields is about to change that.
No,
just
he's
say
not.
But I do.
Take another beer.
Yeah, take a lap. Yeah, Justin.
Fuck all you guys.
Justin Fields. Let's give.
You don't know enough about him yet.
Hold on.
You don't know enough about him yet.
You're right.
You can't talk shit.
You're right. So don't say he's going to be better than Patrick Mahomes, who already has an MVP and a Super Bowl. Russell Wilson, who already has an MVP and a Super Bowl. Who else is in that? Derek Carr, and Justin Herbert, who's arguably in the top 3 best young quarterbacks.
Where is this coming from? When did I say better? I just said he's going to be up there with them.
Well, he just said these are the 4 best quarterbacks in football. That's what Derek.
Yeah, and I feel like Fields is coming there. He's coming. Wait till after this season. He'll be up there with them boys. He'll be in the top 5, top 4 for sure. I'm not even joking, man.
All right. Well, I would be more concerned with him cracking the top 24, but yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely see.
He's got it this season.
Kundo, defend your statement. Top 4 quarterbacks in the league.
I already played with your balls by saying that they're going to make the division.
Yeah.
Or they're going to get the wild card, but I'm not going to sit here and agree with you that Lance is
Derek.
Anyways, listen. At the end of the day,
got it.
You guys don't want.
Fuck the end of the day. The beginning of the day.
Who's got it, Kundo? Let's hear it.
So Patrick Mahomes, would we all agree that he's in the top 1 or 2 quarterbacks in football right now?
Top 3 for sure.
Top 5.
You just said these are the 4 best quarterbacks in football.
I didn't say that.
Well, I said top 5. No. Well, top 4. Yeah. So yes, he'll be. Yeah, he's top 4. Yeah, top
so
4,
you're saying that the 4 best quarterbacks in football in any order are Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Derek Carr, and Justin Herbert?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they're all in the top 11 guys in the league. But no other division has 4 guys in the top 11. Not by a long shot, right?
We're talking quarterbacks, though, dude, right?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they're the 4 best quarterbacks in the league, but they're definitely in the top 10 or 11 guys. 12 maybe if you have Carr super low.
Okay.
Right? So no other division has 4 of the top 12 quarterbacks in football.
Yep.
This is going to be the best division I think maybe we've ever seen.
It's going to be a gun show, bro. Like, people are going to be, it's going to be, pink skins are going to be flying left and right the whole fucking season in that div, bro. It's going to be insane. It's going to be insane.
Kundo?
And what's crazy is they know it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah! Absolutely, buddy.
I think Justin Herbert could have an insane season.
I think, unfortunately, the party's finished in KC.
The party is finished in KC.
I think it's done. I think they had fun. They got their championship. But it's time for Vegas to step up. And I think that they take the division hands down. They have
hands
the
down.
most adding Devontae Adams, the leadership.
I know what it takes to win a Super Bowl. A leader with Renfro
Devontae Adams never won the Super Bowl.
With Green Bay, yeah.
No, he didn't. That's how long ago it's been. It was Randall.
Oh, really?
Cobb, it was Randall Cobb, James Jones.
I thought he won the Super Bowl, but you know what? But he brought them to the playoffs a couple of times, obviously. Right?
Absolutely,
One of the best receivers in the league, guaranteed.
He is
top 3 for sure. Top 4.
Depending where you have
Easily?
Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, it's him.
Well,
It's him, Cooper Kupp, and Hopkins, right? Those are the 3 best guys.
Number 1 guaranteed. It's not even a question.
Jefferson's the GOAT right now. He's the GOAT right now. He is the hands down greatest receiver.
No, he's not.
In
Cooper
the league.
Kupp is. Cooper Kupp won the Triple Crown.
I don't give a shit about that. I don't give a shit.
What are you talking
I don't
about?
give a shit. I don't care. If he had a different quarterback, I don't give a fuck. That man's winning MVP this year, bro.
Justin Jefferson.
I think so, man.
I will eat my hat. No way. That's a wide
Dude,
receiver.
homie is sick, man. Okay, offensive player of the year then, at least, buddy. At least.
Cooper Kupp has had the best wide receiver season in the last I don't know how many years, and he couldn't win MVP.
Jefferson's better than him.
MVP, not a shot.
Who gives it?
Cooper Kupp had one of the greatest seasons of all time. Look, I love Justin Jefferson. I think he's a fantastic ball player, but Cooper Kupp won the Triple Crown. There's no comparison.
Well, there is a comparison.
It's this. Hold on. I think we had
another historic moment. Are you ready to talk football now, homie? Are you ready to talk football now?
We just had a historic moment.
Stats.
This is our first storm off in the history of Into the North. And I'm
are you really? Do you want to talk football now, dog, or you just want to play like boys junior ball? Like, what's going on here, man? That homie is, if not MVP, offensive player of the year for sure. Guaranteed.
Offensive player of the year, definitely possible.
Either or.
If Cooper Kupp's season last year could not get him the actual MVP award, unless Justin Jefferson breaks every single receiving record in the history of receiving in a season, which Cooper Kupp, I believe, did last year. Yards wise, receptions wise.
He had 1,900 yards, 18 touchdowns.
Yeah, he had. I don't know all the statistics, but he was in the top 8 receiver seasons ever in the history of the game, and he couldn't win MVP. They don't give MVP to receivers. I'm not shitting on Justin Jefferson's abilities, but I'm just saying they just don't give it to them. They can't. It's quarterbacks, and it's stupid.
But let's be very clear about something right now about that situation, because you have to understand something. Cooper Kupp is a slot receiver. Justin Jefferson is a wide end.
Mm-hmm.
Completely. So Cooper Kupp is going to get more balls than Jefferson 100% all day. It was like Jarvis Landry in Miami. Same thing. Jarvis Landry was always a slot receiver. He got the ball, always the 10. It's what he did after the catch, right? And that's what made him very caught the ball, ran for 10, 15, 20 yards after. And that's what Kupp does. Jefferson catches 60-yard bomb that's going down there, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's really what he does. So 2 different receivers. So we can't say who's better because they both do the same thing and they do the best at what they do. Like it's like comparing Chase. You can compare Chase and Jefferson. That's what you can do because they're the same kind of player.
Yeah.
Yep.
We were just talking about where you have Devontae Adams in the top 5. We got sidetracked with the war of Justin Jefferson.
Devontae Adams is top 3. Point for now.
Exactly, and adding him makes that team that much more dynamic and spectacular.
Exactly, and I think Derek Carr is the number 1, definitely the most underrated quarterback in the league.
Just like his brother was.
No, his brother. His brother was.
I think his brother was a stud, just on a shitty fucking team, and got rocked too much.
He was on his back most of the time.
Yes. What's that?
He played in Houston.
Houston.
David Carr, they took him first in the draft in 2000, and
it was their
inaugural season.
No, Houston, and he got rocked every fucking game.
He may have played a game or 2 in Carolina. Actually, I think he played for the Giants at some point. If I'm not mistaken.
No, his whole career in one team. I'm sure of it.
I couldn't tell you.
Either way, Derek would know if he played for the fucking Giants. I'll tell you that right now.
Maybe. Anyways, Las Vegas also added Chandler Jones at rush end to play across Max Crosby.
Yeah.
Chandler Jones, exactly.
So there's you shared something in the group chat. It was a breakdown of the last 3 drafts of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Bad.
And basically it was all bad.
The best 5 drafts.
The best player ended up in jail.
Yes.
Basically.
Like, fuck.
And then everyone else was just absolute dog shit.
Trash.
But what did they do? What did they do this offseason? They traded
dog shit.
No, they did fantastic this offseason. They traded draft capital, which they were doing
yes.
And they brought in Devontae Adams. And then
I forgot that's what that
cap space to bring in a guy like Chandler Jones. So instead of drafting guys that they realize, wow, we did an awful job. Also, it's the end of the Gruden era, right? There's no Gruden guys left. I don't know if Mayock's still there doing the draft.
I don't think so at all.
Instead of drafting guys, they went out and got elite talent using their draft picks, using the mold that LA uses, and using.
Yep.
Look at LA. They drafted guys like Aaron Donald and I can't name any more, but Aaron Donald for sure. And they hit on a bunch of guys on the offensive line. Cooper Kupp, I believe they drafted. And they're like, yo, we need a quarterback. They upgraded from Goff to Stafford. Boom. They had draft capital. They traded it to go get Jalen Ramsey, who's the best.
Can you honestly say, like...
Hold on. Let me finish. They used that. They used draft capital. Like, oh, we need to rush the quarterback. Let's trade a couple of draft picks to go get Von Miller. Instead of trying to draft guys that may work out, they went and got proven commodities. And not Oakland, LA, not even LA, Las Vegas decided that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to draft another Henry Ruggs who has talent, but maybe doesn't work out or does something horrific, they're like, you know what? Let's trade for a guy that we know is a hard worker. He's a professional. Let's go get Devontae Adams. Let's go get Chandler Jones, who's a hard worker, and let's improve our team that way. The draft saves you money, but this way, you know you're getting proven value. And that's just Las Vegas. We haven't even talked about how good LA is going to be yet. We haven't even talked about the additions Denver's made yet.
Oh, yeah. Denver's done some shit, buddy. Yeah. The reason why Vegas won't be good, if they listen, I want them to win the division. The reason why they won't win the division, because they're the second most penalized team in the league last year. Mm-hmm. Second most penalized team in the league. Their defense gives up so many penalties.
Wait.
It's ridiculous.
Facts right there. Actual
Denver's
facts.
Defense.
Yep. Second worst. They're the second most penalized team in the league last year. Number 1 was Dallas. Dallas was the most penalized team in the league last year.
Dallas was hard to watch last season, boys.
If Denver doesn't get their shit together on defense and make sure that they're able to play a game without being penalized so much, then they probably win the division. I think they have the team to win it, and Jacobs is a beast. Jacobs is a beast.
You know what? He is good, Kundo. I'll give you that, man.
But
He
he has to
is.
stay healthy. He has to stay
You're
healthy.
talking about Denver.
No, I'm talking about Vegas.
Oh,
Vegas.
Vegas.
Yes, Vegas. Like he is. He is a beast. He is a beast, man. I'll give you that, Kundo. It's just I just wonder if that front line can protect that quarterback long enough, dude.
Oh yeah, no, listen, they're a very good team. Like I said, a very good team.
I just hope they give their QB enough time. I mean, he's a great quarterback. I love watching him play. I really do. He's got a lot of talent and he's got a great future still ahead of him. He's got a lot more to show.
Derek Carr, 193 touchdowns in his career.
I know, man.
65% passing rating, over 30,000 yards passing.
Yeah, Derek Carr is wildly underrated.
I know.
He's
I know.
31 years old.
I know.
He's 31 years old. He's at the end of his career. Like he's gonna win. He's gonna do a Matthew Stafford and win a Super Bowl.
We haven't mentioned Hunter Renfrow. We haven't mentioned Darren Waller. Like this Las Vegas team is serious.
Waller's dope,
and yet they
Waller's
still have the potential to finish last in the division.
I know, right?
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they give away a lot of bad games. You know, like I don't know, it wouldn't shock me.
Like I said, it's the penalties. If they can stay at, like, without getting penalties, like they can stay disciplined, then they're gonna do fine. But I just think that KC this year, their party's finished, man. The party's done. You're not gonna win with your Travis Kelce's anymore. Like he's 97 years old.
I mean, they added Juju. I don't know if that helps.
Oh, spoken in Pittsburgh, he was amazing, right?
I mean, he was very good in Pittsburgh, but I mean,
very good.
Not every season. He was good in spots.
25 receiver.
Derek,
yeah,
right now, you couldn't tell me you wouldn't want Juju on your team, homie. Come on now.
Yeah, but
he reminds me of Plaxico Burress.
You mean the guy who won a Super Bowl catching the touchdown pass against Tom
Brady?
Yeah.
That Plaxico Burress?
No, what I'm saying is the key boy, because Plaxico came from Pittsburgh, went to New York, and then Juju's going to
Kansas
now
City.
He's with KC.
I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come.
They're not the same team. You know, they had that.
A lot of teams are the same team.
They're not, and I'm going to agree with you on that, Cundo. I am definitely going to agree with you on that. I don't think Kansas City is going to be the same team either. And we haven't even touched the Los Angeles Chargers yet. Added Khalil Mack. Added, I believe it's DJ Johnson from New England.
Okay. Can I touch base on this Mack situation here?
Yes.
Great locker room guy. He's aging out though. He's lost a step or two. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad the Bears got rid of him.
I would be willing to venture that maybe he didn't bother to use that step or two because he was just getting paid and Chicago was not doing well anyways. I think he might have been dogging it a little bit.
Then guess what? I'm glad you fucking left, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you.
Absolutely.
Fuck it. But like what I'm trying to say, I don't know, man. He's getting old though. He's getting old. He's aging the fuck out. This guy is not 26 years old no more, dude.
Of course not.
You know what I'm saying?
Forget,
he's good.
He's good. A 33-year-old from our era is not a 33-year-old today. These guys are different beasts.
Hey guys, I got two guns for you. Ready?
So do I. Ready? Right here.
Mike Williams, Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen. I'll give you Allen. Allen's sick. Dude.
Mike Williams is better than Keenan Allen.
I like Allen. I like Allen better, dude. I don't know. I like watching that boy play. I think he's fucking great.
If you want to talk aging out, Allen's a little deeper into his career than Williams is. Williams has a lot more pep.
Mike Williams is
says you. I think Allen's still got a lot to fucking show.
Of course.
He's got a lot of gas left in that tank. Mac, I don't think so. I think the boy's not playing for fucking a championship at all. I think Mac is playing just for money. He don't give a fuck about a championship anymore. He don't. I really don't think he does.
He is also he's also now on a team that has a crack at a championship. Chicago hasn't for a long time. The whole time he's been there, Chicago's never really contended, and that's not a
fuck shot. You. They haven't contended.
Had a shot at the championship.
They fucking were on their way. They got interrupted by fucking Aaron Rodgers, buddy.
But that's not contending. That's on your way.
I don't give a shit. They were on their way, man. Shithead Aaron Rodgers showed the fuck up, threw to his receivers who he no longer has. All I'm saying is fuck that. Don't even say they weren't contending. They were on their way, buddy. They were on their way. They were on their way. One play, maybe two. That was it. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Cool. They don't give out medals for 11th place, though.
I don't give a shit. They don't give out medals for. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Well, actually, nowadays, dude, they give out medals for just showing up, bro. They do nowadays.
Not in the
They're
National
not in the big
Football
leagues,
League. Not in
but,
Coach Lombardi's NFL.
You know.
Vince
Nowadays, you get a participation ribbon. Good job.
Ditka never gave those out. Ditka would give you a shit kicking.
Greatest coach of all time, motherfucker. I don't give a shit.
Ditka would show up to training camp with like 4 assistant coaches that were just like mobsters from Chicago that would just kick the shit out of guys.
I wanted to be Ditka for my social coming up, but got kibosh. Do something different.
So, is there potential for all 4 of these teams to make the playoffs? Because this is how it would have to work out.
No.
Okay, keep going.
For all of them to get enough wins.
The Broncos will not have a winning record.
I don't think the Broncos are going to be good either.
I think they're going to have. I think they're going to be. They're going to have 4 wins.
I think it's going to be a more talented Seattle, and they just happen to have 6 games against 3 of the top 8 teams in football.
But
actually, we're giving Las Vegas a lot of credit for something they haven't really earned yet. But still, KC's still very good.
Listen, Devontae Adams just lit up that team. If you're not passing to Adams, you're passing to Renfro.
Preseason.
No, last year Derek Carr dragged a bunch of bums to the playoffs last year.
No.
Don't act like that didn't happen, because it did.
I'm not. Come on. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about this preseason. Okay.
What about the preseason? What about it?
This year, the teams that have played in that div this year, I feel like you guys aren't giving the Broncos enough credit right now. I really don't. I do believe they're going to surprise a lot of guys in that div. I'm not going to lie. I'm not saying they're going to be the top team in that div, but they're going to surprise you motherfuckers. I'm telling you right now. Watch out for them. They're a sleeper team. They're a sleeper team, Derek. Stop looking at your fucking stats on the internet, bro. From your brain, bro. From what you know.
From your heart, Derek. From your heart.
Fuck.
You want to know how good the Raiders are? They're 4-0 in the preseason, and everybody else only played 3 games. That's how good they are.
A perfect 21-0.
Derek, my Bears are also fucking like no losses in the preseason, but they ain't gonna be that great.
No, but listen, the Broncos went 2-1. Listen, they went 2-1 in the preseason.
All right.
A lot of people have a lot of hype about the Broncos because Russell Wilson went there. I don't think Russell Wilson's. I personally never liked him. I don't think he's actually a good quarterback.
Except if he was on your team.
No.
If he went to your team right now, that'd be game changing for your team. I guarantee it.
All right. I think we started this whole thing about me saying that I don't think I've ever had a good quarterback on my team ever, and it's my team. Imagine. I don't even think Eli Manning's a good quarterback. Like I don't like Russell, if I had Drew Brees on my quarterback, I'd be like, that's a fucking good quarterback. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Russell Wilson.
Cundo. Coming from you though, I'm not surprised, Doug. You know what I mean? Like it's just I expect to hear shit like that from you, man.
Of course. Do you think Joe Flacco's a good quarterback?
Yeah,
he was.
Joe Flacco's an interesting conversation. I don't think he was a really good quarterback for 4 games in a playoff run, and I don't think he was ever great ever again or ever before that, really.
Anyway,
right? But he had a Super Bowl.
So, who wins the division?
Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Kansas City.
Vegas.
And now we go into the most boring part of this podcast. Let's talk about the AFC East. It's the Bills. The Bills are stomping everybody.
Do you have crickets? Do you have like a cricket sound?
Yeah.
Hold
exactly.
on.
I'm gonna
try. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say it right now. I give a fuck. Bills are taking it. That's it. End of conversation. On to the next.
Yeah.
That's
on to the next.
That's our division.
I think. Sorry. Sorry.
If the
Jets.
Steelers rate
Yes.
Steelers
Yes. Sorry, my bad. As of right now, I think that div. You know what? There's a lot of fixing to be done in that div. Like a lot.
What, in the AFC East?
Yes.
So Miami quietly looks really nasty on offense. They added Tyreek Hill. They added
On paper they look good.
Yeah. I don't know how good Tua is, but like
I know.
This is a team that added talent. They gave away tons of draft capital for Tyreek Hill, which doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. But
yep, they did.
That team has Jalen Waddle, Devontae Parker. That team is loaded up. Gesicki's on that team.
It's probably the best Miami Dolphins we've probably seen in the last 10 years.
Easily.
Like, they've had some like struggles forever.
Are we just done with the Patriots? Like, are they just? Do we just believe they're dog shit now, and they're not?
They will not be good until Belichick hands over the reins. Like, I think it's time for him to retire. He's done. He's got to go. He's got to go. He's got to go. Time for a change.
And it's time for him to go.
It's time for him to go, dude. It really is. It's time for a change.
He provided the franchise with the glorious glory days ever, and now he's just gonna get fired because it's a couple of bad years. Tom Brady.
There's no good years ahead of them, though. There's no good years ahead of them.
That I'll listen to.
Yes, they're not going anywhere. They are in a full fucking rebuild. Straight up. This team needs a lot to get back to the glory days.
And it definitely ain't Mac Jones.
No! Fuck no, it ain't. Fuck no.
Cundo?
Like, come on, man. Like, who the fuck is Mac Jones?
I mean, Alabama.
Come on, Derek. Come on. Don't even look at me like that. Come on, dude. Come on. What? You think the fucking Patriots are going to be good this year?
But don't sit here and tell me that Matt Jones is the back quarterback.
He's what?
I'll buy that.
But don't tell me that Matt Jones is a bad quarterback.
Did I say he's a bad quarterback? I just don't think he's the answer there. He's got nothing to play with. Full rebuild. That team is in shambles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why would you get rid of your quarterback?
It is not the glory days of the Patriots, and it won't be for the next 5 to 10 years.
Okay, but it was for 25. Like, it was for 20. Like,
I'm just saying.
They just came out of the greatest dynasty in football history.
You will not see that team play fucking like. They're not like. Forget about the Patriots this season. Forget about them.
Sure. Okay, hold on, Derek. You look like you have a thought. Sorry, let's hear it.
No, I mean, like, listen, you guys are saying it the way it is. Like, the Patriots are not going to do very good this year. And it's not because of Matt Jones. They don't have the weapons or they don't have the team to do it.
I'm not saying it was for Matt Jones either. All I'm saying is that this boy is hung out to dry with no one to play with. Like, trash. Not his fault. Time for a change, starting with coach. Time to freshen up. Get somebody new and young in there. Time to get some new game played in that fucking team. Bye-bye, Belichek. You're done. Your career's over.
I think you're a billion% wrong. I think Bill Belichick is still a fantastic coach, but they haven't drafted any offensive talent in a long time. The last good offensive player. Hold on. The last good offensive player they drafted was Rob Gronkowski. Maybe Nate Solder. And it's weird because it's hard to quantify what a left guard means or a right guard means to it. But the last great offensive player they drafted, or at least even good, was Rob Gronkowski. N'Keal Harry has been garbage. They drafted James White. He was cool for fantasy players, but I don't know. I mean, he did produce for them in big games, but he was not an elite talent per se.
Can we all agree that team?
Right? I don't think Bill Belichick's done it all. I think he needs help for the future. And I think if he would have, Josh McDaniels was stuck around, and he would have said, "Listen, I'll step down in 3 years, stick around, and help us rebuild this team," it would have been great. But Josh McDaniels took the Vegas job. He didn't give him the reins. He didn't want to let anything go. But that doesn't mean Bill Belichick is completely finished. It's just they haven't drafted any quality offensive talent in a while.
And I think Belichick is behind that drafting. That motherfucker does not just sit there and say, "Okay, these are the guys you got me. Okay, let's play ball." Fuck that. He's part of those drafts.
He's the GM. He does the draft. He drafts
exactly. So obviously he's not drafting right, dude. He's not.
Corey,
Hold on.
Corey,
Kundo's got something.
Corey. He created a dynasty for fucking 10 years. Like, how is he doing a bad job? Like, he clearly said, well, listen, I built this team and I won Super Bowls, and now he's at a point in his life where when you're drafting 30th overall every year, it's kind of hard to get a superstar. And you know what's sad? A team like Chicago that drafts top 5 every year is still in the gutter. Just saying.
I'm on board with that. I could agree with that.
First off, fuck you and you. That's bullshit. Belichek, his time is done. Bring some fresh fucking meat in there. I'm sorry to say. That team is not going to see the fucking playoffs for the next 10 years if he's still there.
Sure, but
it ain't happening.
That doesn't disqualify the
Yes,
excellent
it
work
does.
he's done
Your
for 20
plan
years.
is to make the fucking playoffs and win the fucking Super Bowl.
He won 6
This
of them.
man is not going to do it.
What does that have to do with your coach? What about your coach, Murray? What has he done in the last 20 years?
Trash. Get a new guy. My fucking team is struggling and just as bad as yours. So shut the fuck up, Mr. New York Giants. Redskins could suck a dick too. I don't give a fuck. Sorry. Commanders.
I'm cutting all of this, by the way. I'm cutting all of this.
Like, I don't even care. I don't care. Cut it. I don't give a fuck. All I'm saying is, like, dude, I know my team's shit. I know it is. At least I can admit it.
It's not about
Belichick is done.
I never said I can admit it. All I was saying is that Bill Belichick is definitely a Hall of Fame coach, and he's an amazing coach, and he still is today.
He was. They cheated. His career's he's done. He's garbage. I fucking hate the man.
Corn on the
suck
cob,
my ass.
bro. It's over,
Fuck
man.
him.
It's ages ago.
I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter.
Everybody holds on every play ever.
I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. Everybody
single play in the NFL, somebody cheats. Somebody's holding.
Right.
Every play.
Right.
Every single
play.
How
bad were the Bills the last 10, 15 years?
Bad.
Very bad. Look at them today.
Incredible.
Because they're new.
Because they drafted properly. Because
they're new, Derek.
What?
They've changed a lot of shit in their office since then, guy.
Yeah, but sure. But how much new have they had since then? How many guys got fired in Buffalo before they got Sean McDermott?
Oh, 100%.
A bunch.
Like, they went through, like, yeah.
Okay, so what you're saying is that they need to fire New England until they get perfect, right?
No, they've already been perfect for the last 10 years, 15 years.
They've been incredible.
He's done. His style of play, it's over. He's done.
Can you be honest with yourself? You just don't like him.
Yeah. Just say you don't
That's
like him.
all. I don't like him. It's okay.
I don't like him, but I think it's time for a new face in New England, bro.
Hold on.
They ain't going nowhere in the next 10 years.
As the de facto host, I'm putting a big mute button down on both of you, and you're going to listen to me right now. It is okay. Hold on. I'm going to wait till Chan puts his headphones back on for this. It is okay as a sports fan, as a sports commentator, as a sports YouTuber, as somebody who has any opinion about sports whatsoever, to hate Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, and the New England Patriots dynasty. Most of us do. All of us can't stand it. I hate that the Patriots were so good for 20 years, but that doesn't change the fact that they were. Right? Is that fair?
Sure.
I already know that. That's
right? I hated the fact that Tom Brady was so good, and I hated the fact that Bill Belichick was attached to it. But that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that the last 20 years of football doesn't count. It wasn't a great achievement. It was greatness. I hate it, but it was.
Can't stand that fucking loser.
Mm-hmm.
Can't stand him. I look at him and I just want to headbutt him. I don't like him. I love his game of play. He's a great fucking quarterback. I just don't like the person he is. I don't like looking. He drives me nuts. Him, Aaron Rodgers, and Derek Lavo. No, I'm just kidding, Derek. I love you, bro. I love you. I love you, bro. I love you. I don't know, man. I'm over it.
I think I have nothing to say about the Jets. I don't care about the Jets. I think we're doing Buffalo a massive disservice because they were in one of the best football games I've ever watched last year.
Dude, Buffalo is literally the team that's gonna be the surpriser of all teams this season.
No, they're
I'm
not. They're
telling
not
you.
going to surprise anybody because they're that fucking good.
Okay, fair
Look
enough.
at Cundo. Look
Fair
at Kundo's face. Look at Kundo's face. He knows exactly what I'm going to say.
You guys have no idea like what the Bills done.
Buffalo is so
There's a
good.
reason why Patrick Mahomes is not the same quarterback as he was. I don't know if you guys remember that game, Buffalo KC in the playoffs, and Mahomes got smacked.
Hard.
Smacked.
It is
hard.
It might
hard.
be the greatest game of all time.
And he like changed the way he plays the game. He's like, I'm not running the ball like I used to. He knows that. He's like, I gotta throw the ball now. Like quarterbacks, they realize like quarterbacks, you lose your what's that longevity when you're running the ball 50% of the time. Yeah, you're getting the yard, but you're getting smacked around like a running back, and you don't have the equipment, or nor do you have the size like a running back.
Unless you're Michael Vick.
Well, it's funny you say that because Josh Allen runs the ball like a running back, can throw the ball a mile.
But he hasn't got smacked yet.
What?
He hasn't got smacked yet. But when he does, he'll think twice next time.
He does the smacking. He's a monster.
He's huge.
But, again, Cundo, it's going to take one linebacker.
Why do you not like Allen, Cundo? Like, why do you not like him?
Yeah.
I love him.
To be fair, if Corey could have a 20-minute rant about why Belichick's a piece of shit, you get at least 90 seconds about how much you don't like Josh Allen. So go ahead.
I do like Josh Allen.
I like Josh Allen, man. I think the guy's great. I think he's got a bright future ahead of him.
No, I'm joking. I think Josh Allen is
Stephon Diggs as well. Stephon Diggs is a freaking stud.
Yeah.
I think Josh
Absolute
Allen
stud.
versus Patrick Mahomes is going to be the new Magic versus Bird. Like, I think these guys are going to see each other in the playoffs all the time for the next 7-8 years. And
Boys.
it's going to be
What
a
about Herbert?
great chapter in the history of football. I think Josh Allen may be one of the... Maybe he's not going to be a Peyton Manning or like these guys with beautiful passing numbers and all that. But he's going to be a hero ball, John Elway, fourth quarter. You're on the 1 yard line.
Dude,
give him the ball and he's gonna make it happen. I believe
he's a
in this
grinder,
guy.
man. This dude does whatever it takes to get
He's
the
everything.
fucking yards needed.
He's everything.
Okay.
Buffalo.
To me, he's one of the most exciting fucking people in that position to watch play ball right now. I love watching that man play ball.
And he's
exciting because you don't know what the fuck he's gonna do.
He's so football. He could carry the ball. He could throw it. He knows where the blocking is.
Like,
I believe in Josh Allen. I believe in his ability. And by the way, they added Von Miller. Like, imagine if Von Miller was in that game against KC. It never would have went to overtime. They would have won. They would have beat him. They would have beat him by 2 touchdowns.
Dude, all I know is
Cundo?
So who's winning that fucking div? Who's winning the div?
It's Buffalo. No one's close.
Absolutely, right? Buffalo 100%, hands down. Buffalo. Ain't nobody else winning that.
Cundo.
Nobody.
Cundo,
right? Yeah?
Do
agree?
you agree
Ain't nobody
with
else.
everything I said about Buffalo up until this point?
100%.
Yeah, I'm just worried though they're not like their weak spot on that team is definitely running back. They did draft a running back from Georgia last year.
Yep.
James Cooks. We'll see how he does. Singletary is still their running back as well. Like Singletary was their running back last year. So again, next year they're a little bit weak, and you need a bit of a running game to be able to have that offensive throwing game, I guess. And
well, that threat, right? To have that threat, right?
So if this kid comes out and kills it, then we're looking at a monster. We're looking at a big
a possible contender, right, Cundo?
I think the contender in the AFC.
No, but I mean, overall, I think they can go far. I really do, man.
No, they'll probably, like I said, they'll win the division, but nothing's coming out of that. Nothing's coming out of the AFC unless it's coming out of the AFC North. Guaranteed.
North,
yes.
West.
Oh, West. Sorry.
West.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
that absolutely, Cundo.
That leaves us with our last division. Corey, give me one more because we had one in the last one. How do we open every single episode?
And into the north we go.
And into the north we go. We've already established in a 45-minute long episode how unbelievably disappointed we are in the Cleveland Browns and their acquisition and subsequent paying of Deshaun Watson.
Like dummies. Let's get rid of a quarterback that brought us to the fucking playoffs. Let's just get rid of him.
Oh no, it's
Let's
not.
get this fucking jerk off queen
Yeah,
and hope
well,
for the best.
it's not about cutting Baker. It's about throwing all your chips on an obvious, not nothing that you want to represent your organization.
But it's not even that.
Awful.
How? But literally though, how fucking good is he really?
He's excellent.
No, but think about it though.
But you know what? Hold on. Let me finish my intro here.
Do it. Sorry.
We already established how disappointed we are in the Browns with Deshaun Watson and all that. I don't even want to discuss the Browns in this segment because I don't believe that, one, without a really good quarterback, they're not going to be good. And I don't even want to talk about them. The Browns fucked up. Deshaun Watson fucked up. I don't even want to bother with them.
I'm cool with it.
One of these teams in this division was in the Super Bowl last year.
Yes, they were.
And I want to spend more time discussing that. And obviously the future of one of my beloved teams, the Baltimore Ravens. Cundo, do you think that Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and that team, with the additions they made to the offensive line, are capable of going back to the Super Bowl?
Why is that? Why is that? Why is that?
I don't think they make the playoffs.
Why is that?
What do you mean, why is that?
Why is it that you think they don't make the playoffs? Why?
I'm joking. I want to see your reaction, Corey.
I don't think they make the playoffs.
No, I think. Listen, I think Baltimore steals that division, hands down. That's a division that Lamar Jackson had an off year last year. I just think he's so electric. Like he's the best running quarterback in this league today. Like there's no running quarterback that's better than him.
Mm-hmm.
He's the
there's no other quarterback does what he does in this league, bro.
Of course, Kyler Murray.
But still, not as good as him. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like he is the elite at what he does. He is the best of the best, bro. There ain't nobody else.
Baltimore is winning that division hands down.
Mm-hmm.
Now listen, I had a battle with myself about the Steelers. I wanted the Steelers. I was like, ugh, the Steelers, and they got Watt on defense, who's he could be an MVP.
The defending DPOY.
Yeah, he's just dirty. They got Harris in the backfield. I just don't believe in their quarterback. I don't think that they have a quarterback to lead the team into the playoffs. And the defense is not as good as it was 5 years ago.
Pittsburgh has Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool, Pickens, George Pickens.
It doesn't matter. You need a quarterback to throw the ball.
Who is an internet sensation right now. He is all over social media.
You need a quarterback to throw the ball.
Well,
that's the thing.
And Najee Harris, and now it's Kenny Pickett, right? So who knows what Kenny Pickett's going to be able to do. But you know what? Go all in on the kid. They stuck with old ass Ben to finish 9-7.
We have Cundo. In the last 2-3 years of the quarterbacks that got drafted, which has been a lot actually, how many actually done something? Other than Burrows, Lawrence. Well, Lawrence hasn't really proven himself.
Nothing.
Exactly. You're right. Exactly.
Nothing,
so
zero.
He's averaging. Right. So
he threw 17 touchdowns or something.
Right. So every quarterback that's come in so far hasn't really met up to their hype. Let's just say when they're like, "Oh yeah, he's the real deal. He's going to be the next."
Joe Burrow did. It's his second or third year in the league.
He's the only one, is what I'm saying. So there's 1 out of 15.
Lamar won the MVP. He's been in the league maybe 5 years.
But I said the last 2-3 years. I'm saying.
Okay.
So again, there hasn't been much quarterbacks, and there's been a lot of quarterbacks being drafted, a lot, but none of them has really panned out to be like, oh yeah, he's a stud.
Herbert's a stud.
Herbert, yeah, but again, he hasn't won anything. Burrow's at least went to a Super Bowl.
Sure.
At least.
So, what I'm trying to say is, I actually agree with you. I think Baltimore is going to steal this division. I don't think Cincinnati's going to be as good. I read a stat, actually, Joy Taylor of the Colin Cowherd show read a stat that the last 16 quarterbacks to go to their first Super Bowl and lose never go back. And the list is long. It's like, so Joe Burrow just went. Things like Matt Ryan.
You want to know
and
why?
it's
Because
Cam
half the team usually
Newton.
fucking leaves for another team.
No, they just never make it back. Well, maybe I can't talk to the transactions, but they never go
Come
back.
on. Players are
If you-
expected to get
if you
paid
go to
after
your-
they get
if you
fucking
go to your
brought
first
to a
Super
Super
Bowl
Bowl,
and
man.
lose, you never go back. And
Okay,
it's
so
and
Hands down, not even close. It's gonna be a walk. Bengals will get in just because they're a talented team. They got lucky last year. Again, we have to go back to the AFC West on how strong they are, and that division alone is just going to take away any wild card that's going to be in there. So the wild card that's going to come out of there is just going to destroy any other team that's going to come into the wild card. So again, Cincinnati will sneak in just because Cleveland's just. That's okay. I'm just going to stop there. Cleveland is Cleveland, and then obviously you have Pittsburgh. Very good team, but I just don't think they have a quarterback. That's all.
I think we're back to what it's been classically. I think it's either going to be Baltimore or Pittsburgh. I feel really good about it, and I hope Baltimore does well. But I think Pittsburgh is loaded with talent, and if Kenny Pickett is even a little bit good, I think they're going to be fantastic. Corey?
I'm going with Pittsburgh, but it ain't going to be Pickett to lead the reins. I think Pickett's done after week 5 or 6.
And they're going to bring back Mitchell Trubisky.
Trubisky's taking the reins. I really do, man. He's a quarterback that can do it. I'm sticking to it. That's it. That's all.
I know he can play for Chicago.
Again, another quarterback that Chicago fed to the fucking Wolves, and I was very disappointed in. Next.
So, Buffalo. Indianapolis.
No word to even talk anymore. Buffalo, hands down. Next.
Buffalo, Indianapolis. Las Vegas? Did we end up on Las Vegas?
No, yeah. And then Ravens.
And then Baltimore. And then...
So Baltimore, Bills, Colts, Vegas.
LA.
LA.
Kansas City.
KC, yep.
And then... I guess...
I was gonna say, yeah. Well, what about those Chargers?
Yeah.
It's not coming out of the East or the South.
No.
What about the Bengals?
Bengals or Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh. Yep. Bengals or Pittsburgh. I'm with that. Yep. Absolutely. Totally with it.
All right. Who you guys got for MVP?
You guys ready for this?
Yes.
I know you're all going to shit on me for it, but I don't give a fuck. I'm going first. And this is what it is, okay? I took notes. Let me check them out here for a second. I'm going to let you know right now. Okay. So to me.
Wait, are you doing MVP right now? You're just doing MVP, right?
Just MVP in general, right?
Season, yeah.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen. Hands down.
Cundo?
It's a good pick.
And do you want to know why? This is why I think, okay? I think the man is coming off a over 4,000 yard, 36 touchdown season, bro. You telling me he's not going to repeat that, if not do better? This kid is a stud. He's got the weapons to do it. He's got the fucking urge to do it. And he ain't slowing down anytime soon.
I, too, have Josh Allen as my MVP. I also have Josh Allen as my MVP.
No way.
And it's,
yes.
And stats are nice, but he was in a heavyweight title fight and got his nose bloodied and beaten up. And Patrick Mahomes managed to scrape it out. I don't think he loses the next one. I think he's even tougher. I think he's even scrappier. I think that Josh Allen is going to be the MVP of the league this year. Cundo?
Oh! I forgot to say he's also the second leading rusher on the Bills. Just so you know. Just saying.
Cundo?
Say right now. I have to say I'm a little disappointed in you guys. You're taking Josh Allen in a division that is the way it is with Miami, New York Jets, and New England Patriots. When you have someone like Derek Carr that we all predicted, okay, to come out of that division, beating the Chargers, beating KC, beating all those elite teams, and be like they're going to be the division winners. That means that quarterback deserves to be an MVP because he walked out of that division to make it to the playoffs.
Aaron
He was my
Rodgers.
second-
Aaron
Super Bowl.
Rodgers just won back-to-back MVPs against a division of bums. So why
Right.
why
Right,
wouldn't
just
Josh
saying.
Allen?
Just
do it?
saying.
But we all agree that these 4 teams are the best 4 teams we've ever seen since we've been alive.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. I think Derek Carr has great potential to win MVP. It's a good choice. I think it's a great choice.
Yeah, Derek Carr is gonna walk out with MVP. That's my opinion.
All right.
Derek, it was between him and Josh Allen for me, bro. So you know what I mean? I figured, you know what? Like,
For sure. I'm just
It's-
like,
it's-
listen,
fuck. Like, for real, though. That's...
once in a while, it's kind of an easy thing to do. I'm not gonna say.
So don't say you're disappointed in us, motherfucker, because it's a goddamn good fight.
He's a great
Literally.
player. He's a great player. Don't get
One
me
or the other next season. I'll tell you that right now. One or the other next season's getting MVP. For sure.
All right. We're going to close on this. We're not going to do
Defensive
offensive player of the year and defensive player of the year. We'll check in a quarter of the way into the season and we'll name them off. Or unless you
I
want to
already
do it
have
right
them.
now.
I'll do it right now.
I'll name off offensive player right now. You guys ready?
Yep.
Justin Jefferson. Boom. Done. Hands down.
Cundo, Justin
Guaranteed.
Jefferson.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Yes, Cundo.
Mhm.
Fuck yes, man. He's a killer, bro. He's a fucking killer, man. Ain't
He's
nobody
gonna get
touching
better.
him. Nobody.
You realize that he's only 22? Or
Yes.
23 or...
Young, bro. Young. Bright future ahead of him, bro. Bright future ahead of him.
Brandon, what do you take?
I had a couple of choices. I was really thinking it's going to be Derrick Henry. I thought he was going to get maybe a 1,900-yard season. But now, I don't know. I'm trying to rethink it, and I think maybe it's hard to tell. Because
Do you want to know who my number 2 is?
no, because I'm going to tell you what my number 1 is.
I think I know who you're going to say. I really do. Let's
you?
go. Yep, go.
I think that if Josh Allen wins the MVP, Stephon Diggs will win Offensive Player of the Year.
No.
I mean, actually, does that ever happen? The MVP, offensive, like where they're on the same team? MVP and offensive player?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I don't think it's ever happened because usually it's two guys who have insane seasons. But if it's a Jerry Joe situation where, a Tom Brady, Randy Moss situation where you throw him a million touchdowns.
Yeah, so you think Stephon Diggs? That's your final answer?
I'm going to go with Stephon Diggs because I'm
It's not
betting
bad.
Josh Allen was the MVP.
It's not bad, no. But I
Defense-
probably would have. I thought, to be honest, Grant, I thought you were going to say Jonathan Taylor. I really did.
Maybe. I don't think
I
so.
did.
Defense?
Defense, you ready?
Yeah.
You boys ready?
Mhm.
He plays for the Dallas Cowboys, boys. Know who I'm talking about?
Mhm.
Yeah, you do. Parsons, boy.
Mhm.
Parsons getting it. Parsons. All day. Ain't no one touching him, man. He's a beast. This man is literally the backbone of that defense, man.
For sure.
Legit.
Yeah.
And he's the best in his position, bro.
I think he's like 2
Ain't
years away
nobody.
from being the best defensive player in football. This
Right,
guy's
dude?
amazing.
Right?
I'm not picking him. I think that in his last crack at it, I think Aaron Donald's going to pick up one more DPOY.
Ooh. You want to hear something crazy?
And
That was my number. That was my number 2 pick. I'm not gonna lie. That
Well,
was my number 2
because we're
pick.
excellent podcasters and because we're looking for the interesting content, yeah, I wanted to say Micah Parsons too. But I said, you know what? Fuck it. I think Aaron Donald, because he didn't want to come back. And he's like, you know what? Let's run it back. I think Aaron Donald's going to win another Defensive Player of the Year to cement himself as the single greatest defensive player of all time.
I'll give you it, man. I'm not counting him out. I'm not counting him out. I'm not at all. I think he's a bona fide fucking stud.
I
really do.
love Deion Sanders, but Deion Sanders made 5 tackles in his career. Like Aaron Donald has been an MVP contender, not Defensive Player of the Year, MVP contender from the defensive tackle position. You've never seen this before, and you'll never see it again.
Yeah.
Cundo?
You took all the words out of my mouth. From start to finish. Like, what do I have to say?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything else to say. Aaron Donald, 100%.
Yeah.
He's going to take that team to the championship again. Unfortunately, he's going to lose.
All right. Well, who wins the Super Bowl?
Oh.
Vegas. Vegas wins the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Listen, it's going to be. Listen to this. Forget about just how good they are. Listen to this. This is the way I thought of it. How amazing would it sound to listen LA versus Vegas in a Super Bowl? How big does that sound right there?
Huge.
They don't want to see. They don't want to see Cincinnati versus the Rams again, or they want to see two big cities or big states. Sorry, go at it. You know, LA, Vegas. Actually, they're the same. They're the same thing. But I'm just saying, like, Rams, Vegas, Super Bowl. Vegas wins the Super Bowl.
I got one for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think gets Coach of the Year? I'm gonna tell you mine right now.
Hold on, we're not talking about that. No.
I'm with you on it, Derek.
There.
I'm with you on it with Vegas. I am. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I really do. I think Vegas has got it next year.
I
really
got
do.
the Bills beating the Rams in the Super Bowl. It's time. It's time. You have to ascend. If you're going to ascend to the top of the mountain,
so,
it's time.
Grant, I have a question for you. If you're going to make a statement like that, if you're going to make a statement like that, and I'm going to come back to this, is it this year that their last year to prove themselves?
They've already proven themselves.
Yes.
No. What I'm saying is this their last chance? Is what I'm saying.
No.
You think next year,
No, but if
No.
they don't get to the AFC Championship / to the Super Bowl, you start asking a lot of questions. Not about Allen per se, but about maybe the entire team structurally.
Let's
face it. They scrapped against that KC team and were incredible last year.
Dude, I truly feel like Buffalo is a team to be recognized and not take lightly for the next 3 to 5 years, to be honest. I really don't. They are going to surprise the world real soon.
Would you put Josh Allen in the same boat as Phillip Rivers?
Better. He's already better.
Okay.
He's already better.
Better.
Maybe not as like a pocket passer and precision and like not like what he's built over his career, but
but he's a well-rounded QB.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a better quarterback. Period. Better. He sees the field better. He throws better. He runs better. He does it all better.
What I'm saying is like Rivers was a good quarterback, but never won anything. Is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
I think if Allen never achieves again the game he played against Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs last year is better than anything Phillip Rivers has ever shown us. Easily.
Yes, I'm with you on that. I do believe that Allen will win a Super Bowl with the Bills. When? Next 3 to 5 years. For sure. Guaranteed.
It depends on how good your Corey. It depends on how good your team is, right?
I'm gonna tell you something right now. To me, they got the greatest coach in the game. I really do believe their coach is phenomenal. Coach of the year next year. Coach of the year. Coach of the year next year.
How good are the running backs?
Awful.
I don't think they need to worry about that though. I really don't. I really don't. Derek, they did it. They got as far as they did without a running back last year. I think they're getting farther this year. I really do. Right. I really do, man.
So
the Bills are gonna shock the world soon, Derek. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming.
We're coming out of this thing saying that we have 2 Las Vegas and 1 Buffalo winning the Super Bowl.
Yes.
All right. Hey, Cundo, you gonna come back?
Fucking rights he is. He's got no choice. I'm gonna fucking tell him straight up. Enjoy.
We do have baseball postseason coming up.
Enjoy, right, dude? Absolutely. Absolutely. Baseball. We got fucking
The
so
Mets,
much.
by the way, that's why
We
the Mets, the
didn't.
Mets, the Mets, the Mets look fucking dynamite.
I
I've
can't
been
wait.
watching the Mets. I watched the Mets
Dude,
today.
I can't wait to
Dude,
talk
They,
about the Mets.
they beat the Dodgers today. 5-3.
Dude, the Mets are scary right now, bro. Scary.
Their hitting is
Where's the
ripping.
trumpet man? Where's the trumpet man, bro? When
They
they
got
bring out that,
They got
when
Lindor
they,
at second, Alonso at third. They got a
dude,
Fellas, let's save it. Let's save it for the next one. Let's save
okay,
it
let's
for the
go,
next
let's
one.
go. All right.
Kundo, thank
Right.
you so much for giving us 3 hours of your time to break this down. The drinks were
Kundo.
flowing, the bro was broing, and let me tell you
Kundo.
something. Thank you so much for being on the show, Chan,
Kundo.
Kundo, myself, bro, guys.
Like,
what a good time,
dude. Thank you,
Yeah,
Kundo.
man, let's clap.
I am looking forward to the next epi with you, bro. Like, honestly, I've been waiting to do this forever.
Yeah, man.
I can't wait. I'll talk any like fuck. You want to talk croquet, bro? Let's do it. I don't give a shit. I'm down. Like, I'm in, bro.
It was fun. Honestly, it was fun, and we got to talk our shit. We got to do our thing. But you know
Yes,
what I liked about it? What I liked about it is because it was. I didn't even feel like I was live. I was just talking like
Just
a normal like a
Dude.
OG. You know?
Dude, it's been us since the pandemic, homie. That's what I'm talking about, guy. We've been meaning to do this forever. Let's get this going. No joke. Let's do this.
Hell yeah.
It's been a pleasure, my friend.
And to everybody watching, thanks for sticking with us through 2 long ass and long-winded episodes. But hopefully you got a little more perspective on the season. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy the NFL more this year from watching this. And you know what? You watch 3 guys have the time of their lives, man. We had a great time. Very happy that we were a part of this. Kundo, you're always welcome here.
For sure.
And
Always.
I have one more thing to say before we go. Seattle, 0-21.
A perfect 0-21.
I'm getting you a shirt, Kundo. I'm getting you a shirt, bro.
All right. So for the man out in the 204, Corey Chan, Chantastic. For my man
Yes.
Kundo over here in Montreal, and for myself, Don the Jeweler. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Take care of each other. Stay safe. And say goodnight to the bad guys.
We out.
We out.